Stupidest criminals of all time, bro. Hold up, go back, man. Damn, like you be nigga. Let me catch up first. Goddamn. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. All right.
In 2009, Matthew McNally and Joey Miller robbed a home.
Oh, this shit kind of low.
Using masks drawn onto their faces with permanent black marker. Whilst on the run, the two discovered that permanent black marker doesn't rub off easily, leading to their simple arrest and embarrassingly stupid mugshots. However, these two still look like geniuses in comparison to some of the other idiots we'll be talking about as we discuss the stupidest criminals of all time. Take for example,
lay it on me.
Arthur
Not like
Wheeler,
that.
who robbed two banks in broad daylight as he thought that pouring lemon juice on his face would make him invisible to cameras. When shown the bank's surveillance footage, Wheeler refused to believe.
No, bro, because like, be honest, like, bro, it's like, whenever this came out, I'm pretty sure technology was like advanced, my nigga. Like, it has to be like almost close to now. Why the fuck do cameras still look like this?
Footage, Wheeler refused to believe.
Like, I guess just set up an iPhone camera in the corner of my fucking room, my nigga. That's better surveillance than whatever the fuck that is, my nigga.
He should have been completely invisible. Police concluded that Wheeler was not crazy or on drugs, just incredibly mistaken, with the lemon juice mistake eventually costing Wheeler a 24.5-year prison sentence. However, if we're on the topic of terrible disguises, then we can't go past Dennis Hawkins.
He thought he broke the system, found a glitch.
His sweater accompanied.
And nigga, dog, this shit was like he had like an invisible cloak on it, on his face and shit.
Insanely recognizable.
So yeah, if I pour lemon juice on my face, the fucking camera will never see me.
After the robbery. The police chief for the area stated he would get my
man.
nomination for dumbest criminal, I think. You still have his black facial hair on your shirt. Definitely different. Different is also a good way to describe Patrick McGuire's disguise, who robbed an Illinois convenience store
put a wig on, bro.
his face with a clear plastic bag. He was only able to obtain $60 from the robbery. However, due to his extensive
get your bag, man. $60.
he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for the stunt, meaning that he had to spend 1 year in prison for every $4 stolen from the store.
Damn!
A bad return. Equally bad was Paul Sinclair's, who attempted to rob a bank in Florida.
No, because there was that one girl who actually, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it, but there's one girl recently, bro, who I think she robbed a bank for over like $200,000. She bought a Tesla. I think she bought herself a Tesla. She didn't even wait, bro. She bought herself a Tesla immediately, and then something else, and she got caught because how quick she was spending her money. That dumb, like, what the? I don't know, man. Like, niggas don't be waiting. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with niggas? Not saying I'll rob a bank, but like, come on now, bro.
Was so non-threatening that the bank teller gave him only $120. After which
she fumbled the bag. Now she's in jail for like, I don't know, like 2 years or some shit. Maybe more because it's $200,000.
Then there was James Blankenship, who thought that robbery was legal as long as you did it at a certain time of day. Back in 2013, Blankenship broke into his own mother's home, after which the police were called, who would take to their Facebook page later that day to explain what had happened. He fled the scene upon seeing his mother. The male was located under the house hiding in a crawl space. When advised of his charges, he made the statement, "I thought you could only be charged with burglary if you break in during the night time."
What the fuck?
180 days in
Damn!
To pay $100
actually, that's not bad.
Fine. Yet this wasn't the only time when a person was
it's better than 15 years, for sure.
Because when Ruben Pavin was caught stealing from a charity thrift shop in New Hampshire, he'd state that he thought everything
I ain't gonna
was free
lie,
because
stealing from a thrift shop is crazy. Everything's like $1 there, my nigga. How the fuck?
Keepers, so I took that DVD player, took it home. Pavin told the local.
The sign did say finders keepers.
Still there on the porch,
I mean, he's not wrong. Like,
they probably just put stuff out there for people to take. The business responded via Facebook stating, "This man who was caught on video is saying it is all a misunderstanding. He thought everything at our store was free. Is that really the best defense you could come up with?" After which Pavin reportedly turned in the stolen goods to police, holding that he's not a bad person or a bad dad, and is rather just unbelievably stupid. But was he as dumb as Derek Mosley, who in 2013...
Bro, it's like a Family Guy bit. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I can see that happening in Family Guy.
Mosley allegedly barged into discount gun sales and smashed a display counter with his baseball bat. The store manager simply pulled out his own personal firearm and pointed it straight at the would-be robber, holding Mosley in the store until he was arrested and charged with first-degree robbery. A similar story then came out of Texas in July 2022 when a gun store was robbed at knife point, although this tale instead ended in a body bag as the robber was shot by the store owner as he tried to exit with his loot. But what happens when you accidentally was robbed at knife point, although this tale instead ended in a body bag as the robber was fatally shot by the store owner as he tried to exit with his loot. But what happens when you accidentally call 911 whilst committing a crime? Pocket dialing the police is probably a fairly common occurrence. However, for Carson Reinhardt and Nathan Teklemariam, it happened at the most unfortunate moment, specifically while they were breaking into a car. The alert dispatcher soon realized that the call was an accidental one, and moreover that the guys on the other end might be up to no good. For the next 35 minutes, the dispatcher stayed on the line, listening and gathering information as
This reminds me of that one time a nigga for a prank wanted to rob a store and then he got shot, bro, and died. That shit was crazy.
Allegedly broke into the car, exclaimed in delight over finding narcotics in the car, became
and yo, what's good,
how
Nova?
and why a police car was
I'm good, bro.
How
about you, man?
When the arresting officer
How about you, man?
Had been on the line to 911 the entire time. Scott Simon found himself in a similar situation, although under much more severe circumstances.
That might be lucky, I don't know.
In 2015, Scott was successfully sentenced to life in prison, as
2
years prior he'd pocket dialed the police while admitting to a friend that he was the one who committed the crime. He had no idea he called 911, a sheriff's office spokeswoman told the Miami Herald. He basically told on himself, as did Albert Bailey, although in a much stupider way. Bailey had planned on robbing a bank in Fairfield, Connecticut, although rather than exercising the element of surprise, he'd call the bank prior to the robbery stating, "I want $100,000 in large bills and no die packs. I'll be sending someone into the bank to get the money. Don't call the police, we are monitoring the police scanner." Prior to making this phone call, Bailey had already served 7 years in prison for a previous bank robbery. However, this new plan was equally ineffective, as after arriving at the bank to collect his cash, Bailey was locked inside, arrested, and sentenced to another 9 years in prison. Although if he wanted to avoid this time behind bars, he could have had a chat with Tito and Amanda Watts, who got arrested in Florida for selling tickets to enter heaven at a price of $100. Tito Watts said in his police statement, "I don't care what the police say, the tickets are solid gold, and it was Jesus who gave them to me behind the KFC and said to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. You should arrest Jesus because he's the one who gave me the golden tickets and said to sell them. I'm willing to wear
Wait, go back to them golden tickets, my nigga. Nigga thought this was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, my nigga. Ticket to heaven?
Tito Watts said in his police statement, "I don't
nigga, that is wood and you just drew on it with fucking crayon, basic fucking my nigga.
And said to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. You should arrest Jesus because he's the one who gave me the golden tickets and said to sell them. I'm willing to wear a wire."
Yo, what's good?
The couple had apparently
Stargazer, what's good, man?
From the stunt,
You real one,
meaning
bro.
that they were able to find
Yeah, I got you, Nova.
dumber than them.
After streaming done.
Zarate.
I don't know how long I'm
While
streaming
attempting
for, like,
to rob a
hour, man.
muffler shop in 2008, Zarate was told that the shop couldn't access the money safe without their manager, who didn't begin his shift until later that afternoon.
Wait, bro.
Instead of bailing
Go
on
back,
the
man.
robbery,
Are we still on the same
Zarate
niggas?
instead gave them his phone.
Oh no, it's different.
While
nigga.
attempting to rob a muffler shop in 2008, Zarate was told that the
Word,
shop
bro.
couldn't
Same here,
access
man.
the money safe without
Nigga
their
reacting, bro.
manager, who didn't begin
We
his
just
shift
did
until later that
we just did a
afternoon.
video.
Instead of
Alright, said
bailing
that
on
we just watched
Zarate instead
the last
gave
Sunny
his
YouTube
phone
video.
number, asking
It was
them
like
to
voice
give him a
apology video
ring
or some
the
shit.
next time the manager was in.
And that is
They
crazy.
did so later that afternoon. Although after returning to the store, Zarate received no money and was instead met by police and charged with aggravated robbery. Then there was the man who gave the people he was robbing something even stupider. The unnamed robber walked into a London bank carrying a gun and a bag, which he'd take to the front desk before demanding £700,000 in cash from the bank worker. But after making his demands, the crook handed over his gun to the cashier instead.
Bro, what?
Investigating authorities stated,
Nigga, what the fuck?
Very inexperienced and panicked when he approached the cashier, handing over his gun instead of a bag by mistake. But it was Trevor Jones who left an even more damning piece of evidence at his crime scene.
Wait, we're ending it there? I thought there was more.
Jones took a moment to check his
Yo, how the
Facebook
fuck you
on his
misplace a
computer
bag
before leaving
for a
without
gun?
out. Less than 3
Let's
years
be for
later,
real
a
now.
similar
Come on
story
now.
entered news headlines reading a 26-year-old Minnesota man has been tracked down by police after leaving his Facebook profile logged in at a house he allegedly robbed, although this story has a much funnier ending. The homeowner decided to message the robber via his Facebook, stating, "You left a few things at my house last night, how can I get them back to you?" Which was followed by the robber agreeing to come back to the home so he could collect the stuff he forgot.
Wait, what?
However, the robber didn't get any of his items back and was instead
What?
arrested while still wearing a watch that he'd stolen from the night before. While both of these idiots used
what's the question?
What's the question? Brag about the robbery in a YouTube video, as is what happened in the bizarre case of Hannah Sabata. In 2012, at the age of 19, Sabata stole $6,000 from a bank in Nebraska, and while almost anybody else would have simply kept
get
quiet,
your bag, man.
Hannah instead took to her YouTube channel Jelly Beanie to upload a video titled Chicken.
What kind of music I listen to? I listen to anything besides country. I'll deadass listen to anything besides country. As long as I it sounds good, you know, if that makes sense. Like, besides country, because like country, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really fuck with it like that.
She'd then discuss her entire methodology.
I listen to anything, but I mainly, I just listen. I listen to anything.
Stolen before concluding the video by describing the vehicle she had used and that it had its license plates removed.
As long as it sounds good, though, you know, that makes sense.
Sentencing of 10 to 20 years prison, done so in a public courtroom filled to maximum capacity with people who had seen the video. Just 2 years prior to this, 21-year-old Frank Singleton was being released from Palm Beach County Jail, having just served time for a trespassing charge. The only issue was he didn't have a car to leave the jail, so he decided to steal one from the visitor's parking lot, yet the car he decided to steal was a manual, and he could only drive auto. Singleton sat in the car looking like an idiot before being arrested and sentenced to a further 6 years in prison, telling deputies that he tried to take the car because he didn't feel like
I'm at work, clock me out real quick, please.
And while you may be
I think I'll get you fired, bro.
These criminals can't get any dumber. It's time
also, I
to
should probably mod you because I'm
introduce
not the other niggas too.
Well, it's common knowledge that the US bank note doesn't go any higher than $100. Fuller had the genius idea to create a counterfeit $1 million note before trying to use it at.
If I mod you, bro, you gotta beat me in rock paper scissors or some shit.
Cleaner, a microwave, and various other items totaling $470.
Everybody else had to do it
before handing the $1 million note to the cashier, expecting $999,528 in change. Needless to say,
he said bet, bro.
Okay,
okay, my nigga. Alright, we're gonna type in the chat, bro. Pick what you want and then oh shit, wait. AI anime. What you want about? What AI anime? I haven't heard of that. Also, this video is almost over. Let's do this after this video. Hold on.
And instead, store staff called police. Fuller was later charged with attempting to obtain property by false pretense and uttering a forged instrument.
Forged instrument? Nigga thought he was Beethoven or some shit. I don't know. Beethoven or some shit, man. Dude, listen to Kid Cudi. Yeah, Kid Cudi actually pretty fire. Listen to that nigga. I listen to Snot. I listen to damn. I got so many. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta look at my playlist. There's so many niggas I listen to. I forgot to pause.